Zero alcohol this calendar year makes me feel like the 2017-2018 Astros. It's like I'm stealing the catcher's sign every single day. I thought I had advantages in the past. Zero alcohol is the ultimate unfair advantage. Michael McLean, NoBullBook.com. Badassletter.com, coming to you on an absolutely amazing day out at the lake. Horsepower, not horse shit. So I was writing in my morning journal earlier today. I started journaling for 2 or 3 minutes. I keep the journal beside my bed now, and after I get dressed for my morning 15,000 step walk and I say my prayers, I take 2 or 3 minutes and I write down just a list of 2 or 3, maybe 4 things that I'm grateful for, tiny little details in my life. And I write down the 2 goals that I'm working on, the 1 or 2 goals. And I do that in the morning and I do it at night. It's literally less than 5 minutes to do it twice a day. And it just pounds it into your conscious and subconscious. And I was thinking this morning as I was writing about how zero alcohol, I decided on December 28th, just after Christmas last year, to level up my entire life, to level up my entire world, to level up my entire kingdom, and walk away from any poisons in my life, whether it be people, whether it be things, whether it be toxins like alcohol as an example. I've never had an issue in terms of not being able to stop drinking or anything like that at all. I just noticed that the poison of alcohol was secretly chipping away at my dreams. It was secretly chipping away at my goals, my mission. It was secretly chipping away at my marriage, my relationship with my daughter. Alcohol was doing what alcohol is supposed to do. It's supposed to steal from you. It's supposed to gradually take from you. And its job is to eventually rob you from all your hopes and dreams and desires. I mean, that's what poison is. So I decided it was just like having a cancerous employee or having a tomato can friend. I just said, enough is enough. I don't need this poison. And I made the decision. I said, thinking about the new year coming back in December, I said, what do I have left in my life? What do I have left in my world? What have I got left in my brand new kingdom that's ordinary? What do I have that's ordinary, that's average, that's what screams in my life that's mediocre? And one of the big things that screamed quiet desperation, that screamed like being like everybody else, it screamed average and it screamed ordinary, was drinking alcohol, poisoning myself every few days, every few weeks, whatever it was. And I said, that's it. I said, I'm cutting the cord. I'm cutting the rope with this poison. I'm using my swift sword. I'm using my freedom of decision. And the funny thing is it was difficult for a few weeks. I kept writing my goal down as if I no longer drink alcohol. And the biggest thing that I did is I controlled my environment here at the lake in Naples. There was no alcohol in our home. There's no alcohol in our lake house. I emptied the fridge out here at in our guest cabin. If somebody wants to come over for a beer, that's fantastic, but they need to bring it themselves. When my parents come out here, they come out for lunch and stuff. There's no booze. And it's just had such an incredible positive effect on my world, that I wanted to share with you what I wrote down yesterday in my journal. So I never look at anything that I curate out of my life, whether it's a negative employee or a negative person or a negative whatever it is. It could be tobacco, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be any of these things. But I never look at changing behavior, which I do all the time. I never look at changing behavior as giving up anything. And that's the secret. If you want to change a behavior, if you want to change what you eat, what you drink, what you think, what you read, how you behave, I think one of the secrets is to constantly remind yourself of what you're gaining. You've given up a negative behavior and you've replaced it with a positive behavior. You need to constantly be writing down what you're gaining. You're not quitting anything. I hate that word. I hate the word hack. I hate the word quit. And I didn't quit drinking. I stopped poisoning myself. I stopped playing small. I stopped playing not to lose. I stopped living or supporting an ordinary, average, and mediocre behavior. I'm the guy who stands here every day and says, I want an extraordinary life. I want a badass, extraordinary life. Well, if I want a badass, extraordinary life, the number one thing I have to do as a king is I have to always, always, always turn my back on everything and anything in my life that is not extraordinary. And alcohol was one of these things that was ordinary, average behavior. It's part of the 99%. It's a behavior that is rampant in our society. I want to set a better example for my wife and my daughter, and I don't want to be like the 99% civilians. I don't want to be like everybody else. I looked around, I finally clued in that everybody's doing it. You know, everybody's drinking, every activity in our society has something to do with alcohol, whether it's golfing, whether it's boating, whether it's a barbecue, whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you name it. So I looked around and said, I'm going to do the exact opposite, because the 99% is dead ass wrong about almost everything. And they're certainly dead ass wrong when it comes to the poison of alcohol. So I made a list here in my journal of the 9 things that zero alcohol has given me. The 9 things that I feel every day I get up. I'm the Houston Astros in 17 and 18, where I'm literally stealing signs. I'm literally stealing the catcher's sign. I had lots of unfair advantages with my lifestyle, my nutrition, the water I drink, the reading I was doing, the goals I set, all the stuff I've worked on for 31 years in business and my personal life. But man, oh man, if I would have known that I could have stacked the deck like this, like the Houston Astros, this is the ultimate. That was cheating. This here is the real deal. I feel every day that somebody's handed me the secret playbook. I feel every day that the deck is just stacked in my favor. And that's how I feel about zero alcohol. So the things that I've gained that I remind myself of every day, number 1, more motivation. I don't know what it is, but the longer I go, the more motivated and inspired I am. I'm not a guy who needs lots of motivation, but with a clearer mind, I'm just every day, I get up and my feet hit the floor and I feel better and better. I feel more driven to make a difference. I feel more driven to make Krista and Emery proud of me. I feel more inspired. I've just never, ever, ever felt this motivated since my Barclay Cup championship journey, which was seven glorious years. I have never, ever been more motivated than I have been over the last several months. Clearer mind, that goes to the linking of the clearer mind. Every day, my mind gets a little bit clearer. I'm thinking better. I'm setting better goals. My mission is crystal clear. I'm writing out my goals. I'm writing out my mission. I'm writing out my values every day. But I've never had a clearer mental picture. There's no, there's no brain fog anymore. There's no, I feel good today, but I don't feel good tomorrow. I feel better today. It's the peaks and valleys are gone, and my mind has never been clearer. And that makes sense, right? I'm not burning it down every couple of weeks. I'm not putting poison into my mind that destroys my brain. So it makes sense that every single day my mind is getting clearer and clearer and clearer. Better relationships. I have to admit that my relationship with Krista and Emery gets better every day. I'm there mentally, I'm there physically, I'm connected. Krista and I mean, those tiny arguments are over with. we talk about the important stuff, whether it's dinner or watching a Netflix show at night. We're just better connected. We go to a family reunion. I'm the driver. It's just, we're doing extremely, extremely well, but I feel closer to the people in my life that matter the most. I feel closer to my mom. I feel closer to my dad. I feel closer to Krista and Emery. Higher personal performance, physical performance. Man, I used to walk 10,000 steps. As soon as I went to zero alcohol, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do 15,000. I'm going to up level. I'm going to level up to 15,000 steps first thing in the morning. My Hindu squats are easier. My Hindu push-ups are easier. I just don't have those peaks and valleys in the afternoon. I lay down for a 20-minute nap every day because I want to reset on purpose, but I don't feel that I need that rest. My physical energy, I feel much, much stronger. I feel like I feel like I did 25 years ago. That's exactly. I feel like I've stepped back in time physically. I'm healthy. God willing, I'm healthy every day. That's been a huge, huge win. More restful sleep. Everybody needs 8 hours of good sleep. Teenagers need 10. Children need 10 to 12. Sleep is the number one magic drug in the world. Sleep is a weapon. And I go to bed at 10 o'clock and I get up at 5:59. And man, I don't need an alarm. I wake up and I'm like, usually I'm up a few minutes before and I'm like, I feel great. And that makes sense, right? My body isn't detoxifying at night. It's not trying to get rid of that poison. My REM sleep is back. I'm just sleeping better, and every day I feel like I'm in second gear. I'm not losing time and energy. I'm sleeping so well, and every day for that magic time and that deep work, my walking's better, my writing's better, my reading's better, my relationships are better, all because of better sleep. Healthier skin, for what it's worth. I can just see a difference in my complexion. And that's a big thing because, your skin is a big part of your health. That has to do with drinking a gallon of water a day. That has to do with the foods that we eat. But it also has to do with not putting that toxic shit in your body all the time. And I just feel better. I look better. I look younger. And my skin, your skin doesn't lie, right? If you're a smoker or if you're a drinker, people can tell. And it's the toxicity in your body coming out. It's your liver working so hard. It's your liver trying to get that piss out of you every day. So I've made it easy with water, 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 water instead of poison, poison, poison. No hangovers. I'm not 20 years old anymore. I don't have any motivation to piss away a day. The most important thing I have now is time, and time with my most important people, Krista and my daughter Emery and my mom and dad. You think I'm going to sacrifice a day because I have a headache or a sick stomach or I don't feel 100%? My mom and dad are turning 89. My dad in September, my mom in December. And you think that I want to give up a moment of time with them, whether it's a barbecue or whether it's calling them on the phone because I don't feel good because I poisoned myself. So I've gotten rid of all those days that I've lost where I didn't feel that great. I didn't feel like walking, didn't feel like writing or reading, and that's all from hangovers, and that's all gone. I've got my mornings back. I have got my badass mornings back by this simple one decision. More money. I'm on a real roll now. Like, admittedly, I love money and money loves me, and my attraction to money is been 10x'd. I'm working with great businessmen like you, entrepreneurs like you. I'm putting my message out there. I'm up to 200 plus videos consistently. I'm walking. I've lost 7 pounds in the last 15 days as an example. I feel great mentally and physically. It's just I'm making more money because I'm more focused, I'm more here, and like I said, I feel like I'm stealing signals. I feel like I'm on second base and I'm stealing the catcher's signal and I'm relaying it to the dugout, and I know a fastball's coming, and it's like, bam, grand slam. That's what I feel every day. That's the gift I've been given. And the last thing is more time. You know, some people say you can't slow time down, and maybe that's true. Father time is definitely undefeated, especially in sports. But I don't believe that. I believe that we can speed time up. You speed time up by not being connected. If you fool around on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or in the mainstream news or any of these poison swamps, TV watching, binging this, binging that, you'll notice that your life and your days and your hours and your weeks just slip away. Like, oh man, where did the summer go? Or, oh man, where did the year go? I set all those goals. Well, that's when you don't live with both feet in today. That's when you're living somebody else's life. You're in those swamps of anti-social media, TV, gambling, pornography, all that stuff where if you're escaping, you're speeding up your life. And I chose to look around and do the opposite. Since zero alcohol, I have to admit, because I'm more connected, because I've got both feet in today, because I'm not wasting any time anymore, I've got my mornings back, I'm running at 100%, and I feel I have an unfair. I feel that the rink is tilted. The football field is tilted. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm coaching hockey and we have an extra guy on the ice. That's how I feel. We've got an extra guy on the ice. Or I'm coaching football and we got an extra receiver on the field. So it's slowed down time for me, believe it or not. Or maybe it's I've stopped the racing part where I used to escape into things like social media or alcohol or work or whatever it was. And now that I've got both feet in today, and I'm more connected with the people that matter, I'm just like, I enjoyed my time in Naples. I enjoyed my time here in the summer. Like every day is a gift and I'm more present. And because of that, time has stabilized for me. Time has stabilized. I'm getting up earlier. I'm feeling stronger. I've got better energy. I've got better mental health, all those things. So yes, I have actually slowed time in my mind down, which I wasn't sure I could do. So that's it for today. Remember to do what I do out here at the lake every day or wherever I am. Make sure you tell your wife and your kids how much they mean to you. The most important house is not the White House, it's your house. And we are in control of our behavior, our thinking, our actions, and creating our own world and kingdom. That's your decision, and you're in control. And remember, I'm taking applications for my September mastermind, 5-star mastermind for the best of the best. If you want to start punching above your weight, you need to apply below at badasschampion.com. You can also Leanne at badassmillionaire.com. You can email Leanne. Her email is probably below this video, or it's in this email. But if you want to start punching above your weight, if you want to start stealing signs like I am, if you want to be like the 2017-18 Houston Astros without the actual cheating, a great way to make it look like you're cheating, to feel like you're cheating, to feel like you're stealing signs, is to join my mastermind and have me in your life for the next year. I am going to mentally kick your ass for the next 12 months, and I'm going to make sure that you do build the world of your dreams. I'm going to make sure you build a world and a kingdom that you never, ever need to vacation or escape from. And that's going to be my goal. Apply at badasschampion.com below. That's it for today. Zero alcohol. It is an almost unfair advantage. It's not even fair. Zero alcohol. I want to share that story with you. 2 words that changed my life, 2 words that can change your life. Be relentless.